Hi guys, this is my vlog for Seminar 4, Running Drills. The drill that I'm going to look at today is a variation of a wall drill, the Leaning Tower drill. The example that I'm going to use within the video today aims to replicate a Leaning Tower wall drill but without the use of a wall, something that can be done outside on pitch. As I mentioned, we're going to look at a variation of a Leaning Tower wall drill. I'm just going to use this first picture, which has a wall in it, to show what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to look for perfect running mechanics, or as near to perfect running mechanics. That is a straight back triple extension through the hip, knee and ankle on that standing leg, and then in the leg that's in the swing phase we want a hip flexion, and we want a dorsiflexion at the toe, flexion at the knee, to create that preloaded movement ready for a push-off. As you can see in these pictures, the wall's providing a stable surface that the athlete can lean into to try and replicate that forward lean, that horizontal force production that you would see in an acceleration mechanic. So with my drill, what I've asked my athlete to do here is to prepare themselves in a ready position that replicates that stance phase that I'd mentioned earlier, with a straight standing leg, straight back, hip flexion, knee flexion and dorsiflexion at the ankle. I want them to hold that position for a second or two before the drill starts, and then we work on the mechanics from there. What I've asked the athlete to do is to start from that position that I've described and lean in to try and get as close to 45 degrees as possible, whilst maintaining hip flexion, knee flexion and dorsiflexion at the ankle. What I'm aiming to replicate here is a 45-degree start for acceleration and horizontal force production from a standing start. What we can see is that whilst he's holding a very good position to start with, it doesn't quite reach his 45 degrees. Now this could be due to a number of reasons. This could be a lack of eccentric control on his part. It could be that he is producing horizontal force at higher than 45 degrees, or it could be an element of bravery and not wanting to lean too much into the drill. One thing I am pleased with though in this athlete is as he gets in his ready position and then starts to lean into the drill, and we'll just freeze it there, you can actually see that he's maintained that hip flexion, knee flexion, ankle dorsiflexion all the way through, which is pleasing to see. Many athletes may come out of this, but he does keep that preloaded stance throughout the lean. Just make a comparison to the athlete with his right leg in stance and his left leg in the swing phase. It's pretty consistent. That is one thing I'm pretty happy with. You're seeing consistency across both sides, which is always a good thing. One thing that I have noticed with his left leg in swing phase, which I'm quite happy about, is I think he actually has a better hip flexion range and a better knee flexion range whilst standing on his right leg. And you can see as he leans forward, and we'll just freeze it there, that he's almost preloaded into a greater range, which is allowing a stronger, more forceful triple extension off that left leg. Now this athlete is a right-footed footballer, so possibly it makes intuitive sense that his left leg is going to be stronger and more used to creating that triple extension pattern with a bit more force than his right leg. We'll just show a couple of examples from behind as well, which typically maybe where you observe it as a coach. Shows that the drill is actually also very good for single leg stability as well, as he holds that preloaded phase. You want obviously the toe and the knee to be lined up in a straight line pointing in a forwards direction, and as I say, for single leg stability and holding running mechanics before actually initiating the movement is a very, very good drill, and then obviously gives plenty of time and space to create horizontal force in acceleration once you've initiated the drill. So there we are guys, just a little example of a Leaning Tower drill, variation on a wall drill that can be done outside in a field-based environment without the use of a wall. Thank you for watching.